All right, guys, welcome to Thursday. We've got Connie and Natalie. They're going to join us today for Blast Off. This workout has alternate Renegade rows with 6 reps apiece in it, 10 push-ups, 15 air squats. We're going to combine that into a workout that's got farmer's carries for 200 meters. We're going to go through this workout, and it's going to be 5 rounds of those movements of 6 alternating Renegade rows, 10 push-ups, 15 air squats. You're going to do a 200-meter farmer's carry with your weights, come back and do 4 rounds of those Renegade rows, push-ups, and air squats at those reps. 3 rounds, and obviously do the farmer's carry after every round or after every set, and then 2 rounds, 1 round, and then the final thing you'll be doing is that last farmer's carry after the 1 round. Okay, so again, it's 5 rounds, 6 alternating Renegade rows, 10 push-ups, 15 air squats, farmer's carry for 200 meters, and then you're going to do that for 4 rounds, farmer's carry, 3 rounds, farmer's carry, 2 rounds, farmer's carry, last round for 1, and finishing it off with a 200 meters farmer's carry. We're going to get it started into that warm-up. This is going to be 2 rounds of 8 air squats. We're looking at having that nice shoulder width with your feet, trying to get that chest nice and tall, using those arms out there to kind of balance yourself, making sure you look out over the horizon with your eyes so you're balanced, not looking down at the ground. When we get done with those air squats, we're going to come down to the floor. We're going to get 4 push-up to down dogs in. We're looking at making those feet, trying to get the heels on the ground as much as possible, going down to that push-up position, pushing back into that down dog, getting that head through the shoulders. If you can't get to that down dog position, do a slight bend in the knees, kind of help you get there. When we are done with those push-up to down dogs, we're going to kind of come up, reset ourselves, go into 8 split stance rocks. Those are going to have 1 foot out to the side, 1 knee on the ground. We're going to plant our hands on the ground. We're going to just shift our weight forwards and backwards. We're looking at hitting that adductor on the leg that's outstretched, and you may feel it more some on the knee that's on the ground or on the leg. If you need to put your knee on a pad or something, or a blanket or a towel, just kind of give it some cushion there. After you get done with those 8 on one side, switch to the other side. Notice that the outstretched foot or leg has got the foot down and the heel or the toes are not pointing up at all. We want to make sure that foot stays down. And remember to breathe on this one. Hopefully nobody needs eye protection around you. This is something you don't want to go fast on. Take it nice and slow. Feel it out. We want to make sure we get nice and moving well for this workout today. You guys doing okay? Mm-hmm. No laughter, no words, just.
I was breathing.
That's good. All right, guys, we're going to come back to our feet. We're going to get 4 burpees in. Exactly. On these burpees, guys, look at how they don't squat in this at all. So we want to make sure we hinge at the hips, drop those feet back, and then bring them right to our hands as we stand up. So no squatting in these burpees whatsoever after these 4 burpees. We're going to repeat that 1 more time, going into 8 more air squats. There's those knees creaking and popping. Then 4 push-up to down dogs after those 8 air squats, guys. If you notice, Connie's coming down from a plank and then coming back up, or coming down on her knees for the push-up part, and then kind of just going into that down dog. That is perfectly acceptable as well. Notice though that her hips don't stay high when she goes down into that push-up and comes up from that push-up. We want to make sure we stay in some sort of a plank when we're doing that, okay? After that last push-up to down dog, we're going to go back to 8 split stance rocks again on each side. You might feel a little bit more open. Another variation of this, if you can't outstretch your leg, you can probably put the knee down on that side outstretched. I don't know if you want to try that, Connie. Like where you use just the knee instead of the foot. And you can just kind of like go into a frog way as well. Yeah. Is that okay? Mm-hmm. And you can switch back out if you want to. If you're doing it like in a frog stance, I would just do maybe 10 reps of that instead of 8 on each side, because you're going to be doing both legs at once. And it really is good to take your time on this one. We don't want to have a growing injury at all. We want to just make sure we're nice and warmed up, loosened up for the workout. And once you guys are done with that, let's come back to our feet. It's okay. We're here for you. And then 4 more burpees, guys. Alrighty, now we're going to get into the prep part of the warm up. So we're going to grab our dumbbell. If you have 2 dumbbells, actually we're going to need 2 dumbbells really for the workout, I think. We're going to get in 10 bent over rows. If you have a single dumbbell, that's fine. But we're going to use the 2 dumbbells for the 10 bent over rows. We're just hinging at the hips, making sure that back is nice and flat. We're pulling to our hips and not to our shoulders. Awesome, guys. Notice how they're not swaying back and forth, and we're just nice and solid in that movement, okay, guys? Sit those dumbbells down. We're gonna go into that plank position. You can be on your knees if you want. We want our shoulders stacked over our wrists. We're gonna get 20 shoulder taps. That's gonna be 20 total. You can go on the same side or opposite arm. Really try to keep the hips from shifting side to side, so a little bit wider stance. That wider stance for your feet is what you're gonna need for those Renegade Rows today. After those 20 shoulder taps, we're gonna come back to our feet, guys, and we're gonna get in 10 bootstraps. You're gonna grab the toes of your feet, you're gonna reach down and grab that, you're gonna pull yourself down into a squat position, and then just kind of cycle back and forth, hips up, and feel that stretch when you pull yourself down and when you stand back up, keeping your feet standing on your toes, or feet standing on your toes. That was a good one. Feet standing on your fingers.
Interesting.
Weird how that works, right? This is another one too. Try not to go too fast on. Just try to find more mobility, getting deeper into a squat maybe, or getting more of that hinged, bent over feeling. We want to avoid that rounding the back too much. And if you have any lower back issues, just try not to go all the way up too high in that top position. After you guys are done with those bootstraps, let's come back up to our standing position. We're going to go into that flexi swimmer. If you're not so flexi, like probably the 3 of us here, we have bands for that, but we're going to grab our hands behind our backs and we're just going to try to bring our arms over. So we're going to get 10 of those in. So kind of like go into that position, come over, try to reach over, then stand up, and then come back through it. A wider stance will probably be easier to do this in than a narrow stance. Don't forget to breathe as well. You can hang out there longer, go where you can. Try to like actually muscle like it over the top of your head a little bit. That's about as far as I get to, I think. Did that go further for you? Yeah. Because your hands were wider? Yeah. Cool. So you notice Natalie grabbed the band and she's actually able to get it further over. So hands a little bit further apart might give you a little more space. Once you've done 10 of those, we're gonna set that band or whatever you have maybe assisting you aside. We're gonna get in 5 tempo push-ups with a 5-second down and a 5-second up. All right, whenever you guys are ready. Nah, not yet. Here we go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. All right, guys. Start back at the top. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Come out of that, guys. A little.
Messing with my mind, man.
All right. Finishing this prep off with 10 Cossack squats. We're going to just kind of go side to side, 5 reps on each leg, really reaching over. This again, if you can keep the foot down on the leg that's straight out, do so. If not, you can also turn those toes up and get a little bit different feeling out of this. Go as deep as you can. You can also use something to hang on to. It might help you sit up more upright. All right. So that's the prep. Now we're going to get into 2 rounds of the actual part of the, getting ready for the workout. Okay, guys? We're going to do 2 rounds of 50-meter farmer's carry with weight, and then 2 Renegade rows and 4 push-ups and 6 air squats. So let's go ahead and grab our dumbbells. We're going to, when we're doing these farmer's carries, we want to make sure we hold them to our sides, not rolled our shoulders forward, and not like walking back like this. We want to just stand nice and tall, brace the core, and we're going to, let's get 50 meters in, probably about 20 seconds of walking, okay? All right. Back to the rectangles, guys. We're going to do 2 Renegade rows, so we're going to use those dumbbells to place our hands on. We're going to come down to that plank position. If you're either on your knees for this, but we want to make sure our shoulders are stacked over our wrist, and we're going to pull to our side here. 1, 2. So whenever you guys are ready, try to keep those hips low as possible. And then after that, we're going to set our dumbbells or scoot our hands to the side and get 4 push-ups in. Getting that full extension at the top, chest all the way down to the ground. And then after those 4 push-ups, guys, we'll get in 6 air squats. Nice. We're going to do this one more time. Go to your working weight if you have heavier dumbbells. 50 meters farmer's carry. One thing here is you can kind of get a shuffle in of the farmer carry like this with that weight instead of make sure that you're not swinging the arms. They kind of stay to the sides, and you can use that weight just to slight help you move forward. Get in 2 more Renegade rows. 4 push-ups. And finishing off with 6 air squats. You warm yet? All right. All right, guys, so this workout, it should take between 20 and 25 minutes to complete. Again, it's blast off. You're gonna do 6 alternating Renegade rows, 10 push-ups, 15 air squats. You're gonna do 5 rounds of that at 200 meter farmer's carry. Then you're gonna do 4 rounds of that, 200 meter farmer's carry, 3 rounds of that, 200 meter farmer's carry, 2 rounds, 200 meters farmer's carry, and the last round of 1 and 200 meter farmer's carry, finishing it off, completing that within 20 to 25 minutes. I hope you have an awesome Thursday. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Connie, for demonstrating for us. Get it and blast off.